continue to have here at home, even while stationed across the globe.
The family of Chief Master Sergeant Tressie King is still trying to process it all. They say she proudly served in the Air Force for more than 30 years and was set to retire once she returned from this final deployment.
She said, "You sleep?" I said, "I was, so."
It's gonna take some time for Eunistine Diggs to accept the fact that her phone won't ring at 3 in the morning anymore. Her daughter, Chief Master Sergeant Tressie King, called every day during her deployment to Kuwait. But Monday, King wasn't feeling well. Diggs saying a few hours later she was found unresponsive in her room. The Department of Defense telling us Chief Master Sergeant Tressie King died in a non-combat related incident. She was supporting Operation Inherent Resolve. Tressie will be missed by those who loved her.
Everywhere that Tressie went, I went with her. Wall of China, we walked on the wall together. We went to Spain. We went to Monte Carlo.
Pictured here with her daughter Jasiah and son George. She says King was a lively person who never met a stranger. And that's why it was no surprise to learn that friends had started organizing a retirement party for her this November.
She was the best person in the world that I know of. Friendly. And I think with the accomplishments that she's made over these years, she deserves all the honor she can get.
Tonight, the family making funeral arrangements a month before King would have turned 55. Her mother grappling with this tremendous loss.
Okay, God, why? But then I have to bring back to the point that he doesn't make mistakes. He doesn't. We don't always understand, but he knows.
And the body of Chief Master Sergeant Tressie King has arrived to Dover Air Force Base. Family telling me she will be laid to rest next Saturday. I'm Akila Davis in Fayetteville, ABC 11 Eyewitness News.
Akila Davis, in memory of Tressie King tonight. Akila, thank you. New tonight at 5:30. Struggling to pay for potentially life-saving medicines. Despite efforts to make it easier to get HIV prevention medication for free, if you don't have health insurance, the cost of those life-saving meds is still out of reach. Troubleshooter Diane Wilson with solutions tonight for the uninsured.
When you have to decide between food and PrEP, a lot of times most people are going to choose food, right?
The harsh reality the uninsured are facing when it comes to getting access to the HIV prevention medication known as PrEP. Dr. Haithkat Dennis helps the uninsured and underinsured get access to the drug through her organization, the Alliance of AIDS Services of the Carolinas. She offers what she calls concierge-level service, helping folks make appointments with doctors, get free STI and HIV testing, and start their treatment journeys.
It can be challenging, especially when you want to have PrEP and you're interested, but unfortunately, adherence is low because accessing it the first time is very challenging.
One of those challenges, the cost of seeing a provider.
We have seen clients get bills for $200 all the way up to $2,000.
Add on to the challenge the stigma of being a member of the LGBTQ plus community.
Especially for folks in more rural communities in North Carolina, you may not have a medical provider in your community who's comfortable talking about PrEP, who's comfortable talking about gay sexuality.
According to data from HRC, 17% of LGBTQ plus people do not have health insurance, compared to 12% of their straight counterparts. So while PrEP is now free for those with insurance, the Affordable Care Gap is widening for those without.
Yes, this is a conversation about sexuality, about LGBTQ identity, about dating, about love. But at its core, this is a decision about accessible health care.
If a patient tried to pay out of pocket for medication, which needs to be taken daily and indefinitely, they could run into massive charges. A search of a name brand PrEP medication on a discount pharmacy website returned prices ranging from $40 to more than $1,200.
I think that the formula of coming up with a price of a medication is very complex and something that I can't, even begin to fathom.
Some pharmaceutical companies also offer programs that reduce the cost of PrEP, and the federal program also offers the medication for free. I'm troubleshooter Diane Wilson, ABC 11 Eyewitness News.
Diane, thank you. And as the debate over booster shots continues across the country, one hospital in San Francisco is already giving them out. People lining up, waiting for the shot at San Francisco General yesterday. They are offering booster shots of either Pfizer or Moderna to people who originally got the single-shot Johnson & Johnson vaccine. The hospital ran out of shots within hours.
Did anyone at the hospital counsel you that this extra shot is not part of the emergency use authorization and not officially recommended?
No, nobody said that. They simply asked us why we were there. The reason I went forward and got it is because I saw in the news that Germany was doing it and Israel was doing it. And I figured if those other entire countries are doing this, then San Francisco's offering us something similar.
So the hospital's leadership says they don't know of any similar guidance on booster shots at any other hospitals across the country right now. And a warning tonight from Durham police. Investigators say they are seeing a significant increase in catalytic converter thefts. That's the part of your car that converts toxic gases into less toxic pollutants. There are also precious metals inside those converters, and thefts tend to go up when those metals are more valuable. So far, DPD says there were almost 375 thefts between July 2020 and July 2021. Church vans, commercial vehicles, and Toyota Priuses tend to be common targets. Police say you should park in a well-lit area with a security camera if possible, and check on your car often if it's parked in a public place. Meantime, medical marijuana is now legal in one part of our state, the Eastern Band of Cherokee Indians, approving the growth, sale, and use on its lands in the western part of the state. The move from the tribal council is the first territory in North Carolina where medical cannabis is legal. A cannabis control board will control licensing for cultivation, processing, and sale of marijuana, and will issue cards allowing people to buy at dispensaries. The timeline to get all of this up and running hasn't been ironed out yet. And when you visit Tulsa, Oklahoma, you can learn about often forgotten moments of great achievement and tragedy in U.S. history. Greenwood Rising, the Black Wall Street History Center, welcomed its first visitors this week. The center takes a closer look at the black community that was attacked by a white mob during the Tulsa Race Massacre in 1921. Officials say it doesn't focus exclusively on race-based violence. It also tells the story of the successful black businesses and homeowners in Tulsa's Greenwood district during that time period. It also highlights efforts to rebuild and reconcile after the massacre. It took 6 years and $30 million to complete the facility. The Zebra Cobra saga that left a North Raleigh neighborhood on edge comes to an end. We're going to hear the punishment handed down from a Wake County judge today. Plus, humans aren't the only ones getting the COVID vaccine. You'll hear where and why zoo animals are also getting the shot. Plus, Steve Daniels joining us with a look at what's coming up tonight at 6 o'clock. Steve.
Hi, Joel. Thanks. All new tonight on Eyewitness News at 6 o'clock. While the key COVID numbers are rising, Eyewitness News is helping you understand what it all means to your family. Tonight, the I-Team has some critical information for you to keep in mind as you look ahead to the rest of the year. And growing pains in the Bull City. The I-Team taking the pulse of the community after the controversial approval of a big new subdivision. Lauren and I will see you here for Eyewitness News at 6 at the top of the hour.
ABC 11 First Alert Traffic, sponsored by Michael Jordan Nissan, home of Team 23.
There are still hundreds of rugs at 70% plus 20% off, and this week get 0% financing on your entire purchase. Summer Sizzler Sale, Rug and Home.
Triangle NC Cares, sponsored by the Ritchie Law Firm.
We're excited to bring you the winner of Triangle NC Cares, brought to you by Brian Ritchie and the Ritchie Law Firm. And this month's winner is Note in the Pocket. Sarah, tell us about your organization.
Well, thank you. Note in the Pocket provides free, high-quality clothing for children and families that are in need here in Wake County. We believe that no student should be limited in their educational opportunities because their basic needs aren't being met. So we work to provide them up to 2 weeks worth of clothing. Last year we reached over 5,000 individuals, and this year we're working to reach 6,000 children and family members.
Sarah, what a great organization. And on behalf of the Ritchie Law Firm, we'd like to help you all out and contribute $1,000 to your organization.
Thank you so much.
And if you'd like more information on how to donate, go to this website and be sure to stay tuned for more Triangle NC Cares, brought to you by Brian Ritchie and the Ritchie Law Firm.
Papa John's Epic Stuffed Crust Pizza. Made from fresh, never frozen dough that's built for dunking and stuffed with cheese. Try Epic Stuffed Crust with one copy for just $12. Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's.
Life is full of things to worry about. Your home's foundation shouldn't be one of them. Vertical and horizontal foundation cracks, windows and doors that stick are all indications that your home has foundation issues. At Tar Heel Basement Systems, we offer permanent solutions that help put your worries to rest. Call us today for a free inspection.
How the smartest shoppers are shopping in Raleigh. See how much more they saved at Walmart versus Food Lion this week? And that's how the smartest shoppers saved over $30 on this card at Walmart.
Get more out of your streaming device with the ABC 11 North Carolina streaming app. You're watching ABC 11 Eyewitness News, live on ABC11.com, streaming on the ABC 11 North Carolina app and Hulu Live.
And as we come back, the man who owned a deadly snake that was on the loose in a North Raleigh neighborhood now knows his fate after facing a judge this morning. We're talking about that venom-spitting zebra cobra that went missing last month, leaving the neighborhood on edge for days before it was eventually captured. Tamara Scott was in the courtroom.
A lot of questions were answered in court today. For instance, why didn't Gifford alert the authorities when the snake first got out in November? He thought it had died in cold weather. Now, will he ever be able to own another snake? After 1 year, yes. 21-year-old Chris Gifford went in facing 40 charges dealing with his handling of dangerous exotic animals and left today with orders of probation. He pled guilty to one charge of failure to report and escape and will be on supervised probation for 1 year. Plus, we'll have to pay more than $13,000 in restitution.
I think the outcome is really reasonable for everybody. You know, this case has brought so much media attention because the community really, I mean, they had a valid concern.
Which is why Gifford's defense team led today with his sincere apology.
He's 21 years old and he made a mistake, and he's really done everything he can to rectify the situation.
All 75 snakes he had in possession have been seized, including the one zebra cobra. And he will not be allowed to own any snakes for a year.
I think he was a little too easy on him.
Amanda Warner lives 5 houses down from Gifford.
I don't know that anything could be enough. I mean, it was a very terrifying event. And I mean, literally, he unleashed terror in the neighborhood.
Her message to anyone else thinking about doing this again:
be responsible. You know, if you love snakes that much, you know, maybe go live with the snakes. Don't bring them to the suburbs.
The defense team says he was very sorry to cause havoc and fear in his community, but now the snakes will be able to help his community because they're being used for cancer and anti-venom research. Tamara Scott, ABC 11 Eyewitness News.
Tamara, thank you. Meantime, people in a small California town are in mourning right now. Much of the downtown destroyed by wildfire. Authorities say at least 100 homes in the Sierra Nevada community burned as the Dixie Fire grew, becoming the state's largest wildfire ever. But the winds should calm down as we head into the weekend. The Dixie Fire is among 100 fires burning in more than a dozen states in the West. And a tragedy in Missouri. 5 children killed in an apartment fire early this morning. The children are all from the same family. The youngest just 2 years old, the oldest 9. East St. Louis fire officials say the mother left.
Sound like Junior calling. There's somebody home that sound like Junior. See you running. Five children got killed in a house fire in Missouri. You running? You running, baby? Where you at? Where you at? Are you in the bath? You done shot in the bathroom? You ain't been yet? back in the closet.
Yeah.
The home to find another adult. She then tried several times to get back into the house to rescue the children. Other families also live in that building. Authorities are investigating what caused the fire. And at least 20 people are hospitalized in Greece right now as wildfires continue to burn parts of the forest in the Athens region. Houses are being destroyed and the government was forced to evacuate many residential areas. In Evia, the fire continues for a fourth straight day, crossing from the islands west to the east. The Greek Fire Service says there have been 86 forest fires in the last 24 hours across the country. And we all do it, even though we're not supposed to. Licking the spoon. Coming up, there's no warning against that. We'll have details after the break. Plus, humans aren't the only ones getting the COVID vaccine. We're going to show you where zoo animals are also getting their shots. And Robert Johnson's here on a rainy, depending on where you are, kind of Friday.
Absolutely. The rain is on and off. It's a dreary
Now,
start to the
Johnny,
first
for that
weekend
rain
in
get
August.
down
A
here.
50-50 weekend is on the way. You see it there on First Alert Doppler. All this rain pushing to the north and northeast. Nothing is severe, though, thankfully. Coming up, I'll let you know what you can expect as we go throughout the weekend, not just here at home, but also for the beach and for the mountains. Full details in your First Alert 7-day forecast on Eyewitness News on a Friday.
BTK was a monster. Tonight, the daughter of a notorious serial killer.
There's a knock on my door. He says your dad has been arrested as BTK.
Her story.
I think I'm gonna pass out.
The 2020 event. Tonight at 9, 8 Central on ABC.
Think premium can't be capable? Think again. Introducing the first ever AG4 lineup. Premium and capable. That's professional grade from GMC.
Get over a $2,700 purchase allowance on 2021 Sierra Light Duty Crew Cab models when you finance through GM Financial. Plus, current eligible GMC owners get an additional $250 purchase allowance.
Kind of painting every few years. Not only will Rhino Shield make your home or building look new again, our revolutionary ceramic coating will seal and protect any exterior and comes in thousands of colors. Our 25-year transferable warranty guarantees no chipping, cracking, or peeling. Call now and get 20% off and ask about 0% financing for 12 months. Don't paint, don't vinyl, go Rhino.
Hurry up, look by the cloud, looking at this.
In a blink of an eye, senior year is over. No
Hurry up and get it.
homecoming, no.
Get out there and get that stuff and get back.
COVID.
Look by the cloud out
I
there.
just finished getting coffee with my
Like
friends.
the woman said yesterday, you might get some rain into the mall. 7%
My classes are going pretty good right now. All the credits that I'm taking are going to be accepted at the university that I'm planning on transferring to. I'm feeling pretty good right now. And just like that, I got my associate's degree. I'm a college grad. Look out, world. I'm coming for you.
At Drive Time, you can save $1,000 on average on your down payment. Do you need a car?
Yes, and I love saving money.
We know, and when you get approved to get a car at DriveTime.com, we'll show you your real down payment.
But how real is the real down payment?
Oh, it's real. As real as puppy.
Oh, come on. That's too cute to be real.
He is real. As real as your down payment at DriveTime.com. It's really, really real. I love him so much. Go to DriveTime.com, get approved, and see your real down payment in 2 minutes. Drive Time. Genius.
Preparing to sell your home can be stressful and time-consuming, but Mark Spain Real Estate has you covered. You can sell your home from virtually anywhere with our guaranteed offer. Keep your family top priority and skip the meetings and all the hassle. With the Mark Spain Real Estate guaranteed offer, you can sell your home hassle-free. There's no showings, no open houses, no stress. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today.
The ABC 11 weather camera is sponsored by Tar Heel
Get
Basement
that
Systems.
rain get down here.
So many of us like to lick the spoon when mom was baking cookies and cakes as kids, but now there's a brand new warning from the CDC urging us all not to do that. The CDC says 16 people have been infected with E. coli across 12 states. 7 of them rushed to the hospital. Investigators believe they all got sick from the same food. The FDA is trying to narrow down the common brands and production facilities by looking at purchase records. It's likely many more people were infected because it takes 3 to 4 weeks to determine if someone is part of an outbreak. Also, many who get sick don't seek medical treatment. Meantime, animals over at the Kansas City Zoo are getting their shots for COVID-19. Zoo leaders say chimpanzees, orangutans, and gorillas, as well as the big cats like the lions, tigers, and cheetahs, are all getting vaccinated within the next month. They say the move will help keep the animals and guests safe. So far, the zoo says no animals have tested positive, and more than 11,000 doses have been distributed to nearly 70 zoos in 27 states. And now, let's give you a live look at Moore Square in downtown Raleigh, where First Friday is back tonight. People coming out to enjoy the splash pads before the live music gets going. There's going to be food, museum, galleries, and more getting underway all around downtown. And this is the part where we bring in meteorologist Robert Johnson to let us know. Am I going to need an umbrella if I'm out and about on First Friday?
Take it just in case, because I don't want you to be mad if you get rained on. So we've got some scattered showers, a few storms around scattered throughout the region. This time we'll start in the Sandhills. I'll look at First Alert Doppler, some showers, and a couple of storms moving through Fayetteville, some lighter rain moving through Clinton, and then a heavier shower is getting ready to move into southern Wayne County. All of this is listening to the north, and none of this is severe. Everything north of Fayetteville, light to moderate intensity for the showers, except for a little bit of a heavier band there in parts of Pittsburgh. All of this sliding to the north and northeast as well. So even if it's not raining where you are right now, just in case, take that umbrella. Overnight tonight, temperatures falling into the upper 60s, low 70s.
Can I have my apple juice?
Eyewitness News beginning at 6 a.m. Still, you're going to have to dodge some showers and storms if you're headed out and about, so check in with him. Otherwise, it'll be a cloudy and humid start to the day. Tomorrow afternoon, scattered showers and storms, upper 60s.
Can I have my apple juice?
Some of those storms will be pretty strong, and that's where we have a level 1 out of 5 risk of severe weather from the triangle and points to the east, the main threat being strong straight line winds. Some will also be slow movers, and that's why there's a flash flood watch in effect for Northampton County.
He took it there.
Tomorrow. Remember, a watch means we're watching the situation. A warning means it's happening or could happen very soon.
Can I have my apple juice?
I'll be here all throughout the day tomorrow, as well as Steve Stewart. If you're headed off and about, out and about for the weekend, tomorrow not going to be the best bet. You're going to have to wait until Sunday for things to be pretty dry. Temperatures in the 70s along the mountains, but it's going to be mostly dry.
Can I have my apple juice?
Going to be the pick day of the weekend. The better bet for the beaches is going to be on Sunday as well.
You start to give me until you get him.
You probably won't want to be in the water that much anyway, because you'll have to dodge some showers and
You talking
storms.
about that apple juice?
Remember, if you hear thunder, that means you're close enough to get hit by lightning, so you want to head
Just
inside.
stay around on that
Even
table.
if it's not raining, you can still get some lightning around you, even if you're not that close.
He
not
put
that
it
far
back
away.
in the
Then
refrigerator.
Sunday, temperatures in the mid-80s. Most
you
of
did
Sunday
with
is going to be dry, but still you'll have to dodge a shower or storm, all because of this front that will linger in central North Carolina. So overall, Sunday is going to be the better bet of the weekend. 7-day forecast powered by AccuWeather. 81 tomorrow, then comes Sunday, 89. Some patchy fog early in the morning. Otherwise, it's going to be dry. Then typical summertime weather continues. Monday, 90, 91 Tuesday, 91 Wednesday, Thursday, 92, and 91 degrees come Friday. Coming up on Eyewitness News at 6, we'll time out the showers and storms for tomorrow, hour by hour with First Alert Predictor, Joel.
Glass half full, glass half empty kind of a weekend.
Absolutely.
Look at it that way.
Yeah.
Robert, thank you. Have a great weekend.
You too, Joel.
You could hear some noise in a Hillsborough neighborhood this weekend. We'll tell you why after the break.
This portion of ABC 11 Eyewitness News is sponsored by Crossroads Nissan.
Prime time.
Okay.
Wait, where's my apple juice?
You where a bottle of apple juice at? What I gave you, you put the kid around and gave it to him.
It always
You know, let's start up some. You don't want to start all the way up. You don't want to start all the way up. How you gonna take it? You don't want to start all the way up, so then you're gonna take it. It was already like about thawed up when you had it around there. You can sit around here till it thaw up and you drink it. Hurry up, go out there and get that stuff. I need that flavor to put in that salad when you eat it before it go to the bag. With my melon salad before it go to the bag. Okay. He said, where to drink it? He said, where the apple juice at? I said, bring it around here. He'll sit here and look at it till it start. Bring it around here. He let it set till it start. Let me taste. Oh, keep that round there. I don't want no more of that. Enough of that. Really got cold. What I gave him? You were about thawed up when I'm sitting on the table around there. What you doing? Put it back in there, frozen it back up? Huh? I dropped that.
Why?
You were trying to let it sit there till it start. You make it till it start. How you gonna ever get in?
Oh, great, but thank you. Thank you, though. Thank
Yeah,
you.
you gonna have to wait till that one thought.
I'll wait till this thought. I like it.
Patch your fog early in the morning, otherwise it's going to be dry. Then, the summertime weather continues. Monday, 90 and 91 Tuesday, 91 Wednesday, Thursday, 92 and 91 degrees come Friday. Coming up on Eyewitness News at 6, we'll time out the showers and storms for tomorrow, hour by hour with First Alert Predictor, Joe.
Glass half full, glass half empty kind of a weekend.
Absolutely.
Look at it that way.
Yeah.
Robert, thank you. Have a great weekend.
You too, Joe.
You could hear some noise in a Hillsborough neighborhood this weekend. We'll tell you why after the break.
This portion of
Man, I can't bag it up. I don't know what he said. I won't bag it up.
That's why the Butcher's Market at Harris Teeter is your go-to place for the very best prime beef. From fresh steaks and burgers to grilling tips, we've got you covered. You're the boss of the backyard grill. You keep it fresh all summer long with Harris Teeter.
Get moving with the Planet Fitness Black Card and check out all the perks for zero enrollment, $22.99 a month. Like access to over 2,000 locations, you got it. Bring a guest anytime. That's right. And relax and unwind with massage chairs and more. Plus, get tons of variety and space to move in our super clean clubs. Your fitness is essential. Join Planet Fitness today and get all the perks for no enrollment and $22.99 a month.
Okay.
Deal ends August 12th. 23 area locations.
Life is full of things to worry about. Your crawl space shouldn't be one of them. Moisture in your crawl space can lead to mold and foundation issues, causing musty smells, wood rot, and unlevel floors. At Tar Heel Basement Systems, we offer permanent solutions that help put your worries to rest. Call us today for a free inspection.